Welcome back to the Reload Bench. This video will be the first in a series where I evaluate another pair of safety-toed desert boots. What I have here from Belleville Boot is their Charlie 790 ST. That stands for steel-toed. This is a waterproof steel-toed flight and combat boot. Now, I've never owned this particular model of boot. However, I have owned boots from Belleville Boot. As a matter of fact, probably most of the safety boots I've had have been Belleville. As much as I like other brands like Thorogood and Red Wings, Belleville is probably my go-to manufacturer for quality American-made boots. As in my previous reviews, I'll be wearing these boots in a variety of conditions and locations, as well as wearing them almost every day in an industrial setting. I'll do some videos where I periodically report back about how well the boots are doing or if I'm having any issues with them. The only thing that'll be different about this series is that if I do have an issue with them, I may not be able to make a warranty claim and share that experience with the audience. Belleville boots have a 1-year warranty, and I purchased these boots 5 months ago. They've been sitting around waiting for me to do an unboxing video. So I'm only going to have a 7-month window to make a warranty claim if I have an issue with the boots. In the past, due to the probably heavy use that I put on my safety boots, most of the Belleville boots I've purchased have lasted about 1 to 1.5 years. I've maybe stretched a few to 2 years, but it has nothing to do with the quality of manufacture of the boot. The simple fact is that I really put a lot of heavy use on these boots. I probably won't be doing that with this pair, not to skew any data on the test or anything else like that, but I don't work in the same conditions I used to. That doesn't mean that I'm not still active, and it doesn't mean that I don't like to wear my boots every day. As a matter of fact, I prefer to wear them over my running shoes. However, I'm not working as many hours a day as I used to, and I'm also not working in a production facility anymore. I'm back into research and development. But that doesn't mean that I'm not on my feet and I'm not doing a lot of climbing and crawling through spaces and carrying heavy things and going up and down stairs, and I'm inside, I'm outside. I'm moving around, guys. So these boots will be put through their paces just like the other ones. So let me go ahead and read some specifications off the Belleville website. These boots are 8-inch, which is standard military height. They're cattle hide leather and Cordura nylon. The sole is a Vibram Sierra sole. It has a Gore-Tex waterproof lining. They are non-insulated. They're steel-toed, and they're made in the USA. They're Berry compliant. Now, these are a U.S. Air Force approved flight boot. And you might be saying, Squib, you're a devil dog. What are you doing wearing Air Force boots? These won't be the first pair of Air Force safety boots I've owned. The last pair I had I really liked, but unfortunately they discontinued them. It doesn't matter to me what branch approves the boot. What matters to me is that it's American made, the boots are comfortable, and they protect my feet. Don't get me wrong. The Belleville boot that I've purchased the most in the past has been a Marine Corps approved boot, and you will see that in a future video. But for right now, I'm going to try out these boots. All right, so they come in a cardboard box that's yellow and black with a Belleville logo on all sides. It says, Belleville, arm your feet, made in the USA since 1904. Here on the side, it shows the C790 ST Coyote waterproof steel-toed combat boot. Lots of barcodes and whatnot. Men's US 13 wide. They've got the European and British sizes. They do show that they're Berry compliant. So let me go ahead and just open the flap. There's just some tissue paper in here with the Belleville logo and a bunch of numbered stickers on the inside of the box, inside of the flap. So I'm guessing these are all the inspectors, maybe, that looked at them, including Inspector 12. So let me go ahead and pull out the boots. Let's get the box out of here. All right, with the box out of the way, the laces are kind of tied together here. So I'll go ahead and pull all those apart. I'm gonna have to lace up the boots, but I'm going to waterproof them before I lace them up. So I'll just go ahead and remove the laces for right now. Set them off to the side. And then there's a tag on one of the boots through one of the speed lacers. It's just got the Belleville logo, Arm Your Feet, made in the USA since 1904. Let's see, since 1904, it's been our mission to deliver the hardest working boots for the hardest working people. That's a great way to describe my experience with Belleville boots. That's definitely right to the point and truthful. So it shows, let's see, this tag says steel-toed. This tag says Vibram sole, and there's a Gore-Tex tag. So the inside kind of has a olive-colored lining. This is different than some of the boots I've seen. They actually look like they're insulated, but it says in the description they're not insulated. This is a Vibram sole, so they called it a Sierra sole. I don't know that the pattern really looks too much different than most of the standard Vibram soles that I've seen. It does say in the description that it's petroleum oil and lubricant resistant, so I'm guessing that it's the material here. I'm not going to worry about having any issues if I'm kind of standing in oil or something, having it do any sort of damage to the sole. That's really good for industrial use. So the next step for these is, oh, and here's the Belleville logo that's kind of embossed on the right side of the right boot, and it's embossed on the left side of the left boot. Otherwise, these are just kind of laid out like standard military issue desert boots. So the next step is to put insoles into the boots. And with these new boots, I decided I would evaluate a new pair of insoles, something I've never worn before, the Ener-Gel Work insole. This is from a company called Paragon Development Corporation out of Penn Run, Pennsylvania. These are American-made insoles. They had a couple different styles. I decided to go with the Work insoles. I just Googled American-made insoles. I eventually found this, and then I typed in Ener-Gel Work insole on Amazon and found out I could order it there. Now, I could order it directly off of the Paragon website for a little bit less money. I didn't check to see if there's a shipping charge, but for like $3 more, I could order them off of Amazon and not pay shipping, and I had some other things in my cart, so why not? And it says right here, men's 10 to 14 large, ladies 11 plus. It does say in the directions, and they highlighted it here, trim with sharp scissors using the insoles you removed as a guide. Okay, that makes sense. And it says here, provide the ultimate in comfort and shock absorption, ideal for working or walking on hard surfaces. And then it's got their website and their address and phone number, so you can contact the company. So I'm going to be evaluating these. They were pretty fair price. They're just under $20 for American-made insoles, which is what they used to cost years ago. But lately I've been seeing American-made insoles going for double that, so I don't know how well they'll work out. If I can get 90 days out of these, they'll be doing good. If I get more, so be it. But just with everything going up and with some of these companies moving their operations overseas or just going out of business or discontinuing their products, it was good to find some American-made insoles. So hopefully I've got something positive to say about these in about the next 90 days. I might be back with an evaluation before then, but I definitely want to come back after 90 days, unless these wear out sooner, and report back to you how well these work for daily wear. All right, so let's go ahead and get them out of this clear packaging. You know, that's another thing too, is that these didn't come in any sort of fancy box. I mean, this is just a clear plastic bag. It's just stuck with some glue, the flap on the back, and it's just a decal they put on there. I mean, where they highlighted the directions, you can tell somebody did that by hand. Then there's another decal with the size. So they're using simple packaging, simple labeling, and these insoles do look a little bit simple. I might even say flimsy. They're kind of a suede brown on the top, and they're They're kind of a black rubber on the bottom. They've got different lines cut in the toe here to kind of help as a guide if you wanted to cut them down. Then there's a blue kind of padding there from the heel all the way across the arch, so it's probably there to provide extra support, but they do look a little bit flimsy. One of the nice things about having big feet is that I usually don't have to cut down insoles to get them to fit. Let's go ahead and look at the insoles that come with the boot. This is the Belleville insole, and you can see this is just basic. It's black, kind of, I'm not sure what that is. I wouldn't call it nylon, but it's some sort of artificial kind of fabric, and the bottom is just this really basic molded rubber, really kind of basic kind of insole. Now I'm going to leave that in the boot and then just add the other insole, and I'll be replacing the top insole and leaving the original in there. I found that it kind of helps my feet as far as comfort. The next step after this is to waterproof them and then start wearing them. So hopefully you'll see a follow-up video here in the next few weeks to few months. Thanks for watching.